Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And today on the HermitCraft server, we're learning that if you hold the backwards button while you're in a boat, it doesn't actually trigger the rowing animation. Look at me. I'm getting closer to the coin door of my pinball machine, even though my arms are not moving. That is slightly bizarre. Oh no. When you turn, though, it does trigger the arm animation, but not the arm animation. Wow, when I go forward, it just does the oars. Okay, well, we're learning a lot about the animation deficiencies of Minecraft today. Let's switch to first person so we can pretend they don't exist. One of the most interesting challenges I've encountered is finding ways to incorporate real-world footage into HermitCraft episodes. You see, mixing live-action video of like a pinball machine into Minecraft doesn't really just work as is. That's one of the reasons that I decided to build a boat-in movie theater back in Season 5, so that when I was visiting NASA and looking up there at all them rockets and stuff, you know, I could be like, oh, hey, here's a picture of a rocket. Oh, or a video of a rocket on the boat-in movie theater screen. But still, I want to bring that next season energy. You know, we don't want Season 5 energy here. So that's why we're going to build a gigantic movie screen that's going to be basically the backbox display for the pinball machine this episode. So I could be like, hey, do y'all know what this part of a pinball machine is called? It's called a backbox. Also, why is that guy so small? That small guy seems to be rushing toward my boat. I don't love that. I don't love that at all. Where did that guy go? Is he going to become a tiny drowned? I don't know. Either way, what we are going to do today is we are going to show a little bit of footage of the actual pinball machine parts we're going to be building this season, and then we're going to fix this, because this is a terrible way to do this. You know, HermitCraft Season 5 was a long time ago, and back then, maybe putting some footage on a boat-in movie theater was perfectly suitable. But you know what? Uh-oh, that little fella's trying to get me. Where's my elytra? Oh, he got me! He turned into a tiny drowned, and then he stole my boat. Y'all witnessed that. He stole my boat. I didn't even know there were tiny drowned. Well, enjoy the sunrise whenever it arrives. But in the meantime... Oh no, there's another one. How many of these tiny drowned are there? Time skip. Before we get too far into the back box of our pinball machine, though, the spine of this server is its economy. And Gigalogs and now Gigajacks are really making tracks here. Literally, look at these tracks. All of these roads were created by our pal Rendog. I've been kind of telling everybody for years we need better roads on the server. And so Rendog has leaned into this and actually gotten it done. I am thrilled, and so I want to give him a few diamonds here. Powered by Gigacore. Shop by Rendog. So, as far as I understand it, this is the place to buy Halloween decorations on the server. I don't really need Halloween decorations right now on account of, you know, it being June and not October yet. However, I feel like I should encourage Rendog to keep being Ren as his friend. Okay, so how do you do this? So these are pumpkins. How do I buy jack-o'-lanterns? If I wanted to buy jack-o'-lanterns... Ah, here we go. 3 diamonds per stack. Well, good for me. I have 3. So let's take that trace for that pumpkin with the face. And then it says that if you made a purchase, you get to give Peter a cookie. Now, Peter is supposed to be somewhere over here. Where are the cookies? So apparently, once you make a purchase, you have to go around back to find Peter and give him a cookie, which doesn't seem creepy at all, but you know, this is a Halloween-themed store, so I'm glad that Ren is really embracing the spirit of it. He's got red and yellow flowers, which together make orange flowers, which, you know, that's Halloween right there, very orange. But I'm not finding Peter. And if I can't find Peter, how am I going to rob him in order to pay Paul? Like, we have compounding problems here. I'm also terrified that this area is not properly lit and that I am going to get beset upon at any point by those skeletons. Oh, hey, what's this? Is this where Peter is? The zombies are after me, so I hope so. Oh, Elven cookie. Okay, so we had the cookie. Let's try and do this before the zombies show up. Hey, we found Peter. Okay, so do we just throw this at him? We did it. Made a little sound. I don't know if anything else happens, but that was a fun sound. Thank you, Ren. Okay, so either way, we need to go take these jack-o'-lanterns and put them with the rest of our Halloween decorations. So apparently, as I was leaving, I didn't realize I got the spider head here. And I looked back. Oh, the zombie caught up with me. No, zombie, I'm trying to fix this segment that I screwed up by flying away without realizing I got a spider head named Fiddlesticks. Better luck next time. Well, you know what? That's okay, because I was just on my way to where all my Halloween decorations are stored. We are obviously not going to set out all these jack-o'-lanterns now, in June. No, we're going to put them in the attic with the rest of them. So let's just fly over here to our attic. Now, of course, you know, this is not like an easily accessible area, and we're just going to kind of, boop, hop up here, break some of that. Here it is. At Joe Hills' Halloween decorations. So we'll put our little new spider skull there. Perfect. As well as those jack-o'-lanterns. And then we'll just, you know, patch up this wall behind us. Yeah. There we go. All ready. And alrighty. Anyway, I should probably go work on my base in the present rather than focusing on, you know, a few months out in October. Time skip. The more I think about that little movie theater screen over there, the more I'm realizing it's just not really suitable for my goals. You know, for example, I should have set that up so you could see the rest of the pinball machine in frame, not just had like these little cliffs and stuff behind it here. So that's why I am proud to say I have outlined where our back glass display is going to go on our back box here. We have been collecting and placing a lot of leaves while some people were asleep. Scar. I have been busy laying all this in wireframe form with leaves and with sea lanterns. We've got the 2 centimeter wide plywood on either side, the top and bottom of the back box. Then we've got the recessed place where the translight, the speaker grills, and the display are going to go. Now, we're not going to do the full build of the back box today because we don't have the art selected. However, certain parts of the back box are always traditionally black on a pinball machine. So we're going to go ahead and get some blackstone blocks and place those in there now. Also, we're going to do a whole episode about the displays on pinball machines, the score displays, the screen displays, that sort of thing. In the short term, though, before we can actually show footage of those parts, we need to get just a basic bare bones projector screen in place. Up until this point, every block on the machine we have placed has been temporary. Temporary leaves, temporary sea lanterns, temporary sand and scaffolds. It's time to start placing the real blocks. We have blackstone for the areas that are designed to be reflection resistant. We have bones for our bare bone projector screen, which we will ultimately replace with a high resolution display in another episode. But for right now, we just need to get the fundamentals in. You can see where I started putting leaves in, filling out the whole machine here. I was like, I don't just want to do a wireframe. I want to have the whole thing laid in. Whoops. And I'm already regretting everything about my inventory management choices. Like that part. Anyway, that's how things go. Slowly. And then we zoom in on our failures. Time skip. Every single block of blackstone that I gathered during my tunnel dig for the last month is now in place, as well as our bare bones display here. But what we don't have yet is all the blackstone we need. Wow. We really still need to frame this, even though this isn't the real final display. This is just the bare bones minimum. We need to frame this a little bit better before we turn it on for the first time. Fortunately, my friend Tango Tech has a piglin trading farm, and Tango offered to let me take some of his blackstone. Why don't we go pick that up from our rendezvous point now? which is French for a place where you don't actually meet, but just put things to trade them off. So here we are at Tango's anti-shop, where he claims he left 8 shulkers of blackstone for me after this little parkour puzzle, which we did perfectly. Boom! There they are, looking fantastic and ready to go. This should really help move this project along. So everybody go ahead and make sure that you watch Tango's next episode. Maybe leave some kind words in his comments, because he is saving me a ton of trouble on this whole thing. Time skip.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
I've got a hat on. Don't like hats.
I like your
what do you all think of my new axe? Oh yeah, and the helmet.
That's pretty cool.
we're more impressed with the helmet, but you know, the axe is cool.
What?
Oh, actually, it's 3D.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Ooh.
It's
That is a
great.
really nice
I do
looking
prefer the
axe.
hat. I do prefer the hat.
Yeah, the hat.
The hat's cool too.
Yeah, Xisuma, I like
Skull.
how...
We should refer to it as a skull. It literally is.
It's like, it sounds more manly.
it's-
Call it a skull.
Okay.
But your hat's wearing a hat, X.
Yeah, I've
what
got
it
2
is.
hats on. Literally.
Yeah.
Well then.
So is there lore behind the skull? Like, what is that a skull? Like, what kind of a creature was that?
It's a human skull, and it's got a rib cage. Oh, this skull on my head.
Yeah.
This just comes from the artists that made it.
Oh, yeah,
you
'cause it
killed
looks
the
kinda
artists,
like a wolf.
and then you use their
They're-
skulls? That's really hardcore, X. That is brutal.
Wow, man.
You know, I gotta say, I love how at the end of last season you're like, I'm taking a break from roleplay. I'm just gonna be myself, a
Murder.
man who kills artists and wears their skulls on my head, right? I love
To
it.
be fair, though, I'm a pretty big fan of murder, so
What
it's okay.
what species was that? Like
That artist.
artist though? Yeah.
I
Because
don't
you know, if
know.
you're talking to animals at certain points or demons, you know, there are skills there that I think we should all
Yeah.
master.
Demon talking skills.
Demon talking skills, demon murdering skills.
We have
arguably.
went so far off topic.
Jeff, it's
Well,
HHH.
I
We don't
will,
have
I
a
will
topic.
confess, I have not put a lot of thought into anything I'm doing. I'm just having fun.
Oh, that's the
Okay.
whole point.
You just want us to dig. That's fine. We can do that.
So we have. Jevin, you were in season 2.
I was in season 2.
We were
I remember
all in
spawning
We
in
were all
and-
in season 2.
Yeah.
All of
I
us.
remember spawning in and
Perfect.
seeing a gigantic skull.
Oh, it's monkey
Except for it had black sunglasses
There you
on.
go.
Yeah.
Also, you know, this is the most prankable base entrance ever.
It really
Oh,
is.
I remember what
anyone
is
happened
willing
to
to
the
do
last
whatever.
time.
Okay, before you go through the portals here.
Gotta get
So
in the
the
eyes
eyes
first.
are the entrance. I'm realizing just how confusing this all is, especially with the glasses in the way. You kind of want to
Yeah.
hop over and drift into the middle of the skull. Things are still being built.
Oh, go through the portals.
Oh, he fell.
Oh,
There's a lot of skeletons down there. Just as a side note.
Yeah.
I guess that's on
Watch
theme.
out.
That's on brand.
that
is on
definitely
brand.
feels like an X thing to
Okay.
do. Okay.
Now we're all in the skull. What is this right here? Who knows their anatomy? This is
I mean,
an anatomically correct skeleton that you're inside.
So
of.
so that would be a spinal cord?
Yes,
Well,
this
it-
is the spinal cord.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Now, because my base is so brilliantly designed for anyone coming in, what you have to do is twirl so that you don't just hit the ground and die. So here I go, twirling. Whee.
Okay, X, you do you.
Hey, I'm just trying to make sure you don't fall to your death, that's all.
I mean, we're all gonna fall to our death. That's what we do. We're good at it.
Fair enough. I should probably lay out a bed somewhere then, in case someone does die.
Jeff,
Oh,
looking
wait,
at you.
there's one in my inventory. There you go. Alright.
Have you genuinely just made like a proper skeleton, X?
An anatomically correct skeleton. To,
I'm gonna
not to
I'm gonna count
scale,
the
but to a
bones.
scale.
to a scale that doesn't necessarily match like the head.
Oh, no, no, no,
Uh,
no, it's all matched.
Uh-huh.
Like the size of the spine is, you know, it's all in relation to the size of the skull up the surface. So if that were the size of your own head, this would be the size of your rib cage.
Cleo, I don't know what you don't get about this. This is the size of your
Oh.
head and rib cage.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
It's like you've been. It's like
Jesus.
Honey, I Shrunk the Hermits. Right now, this is the movie Honey, I Shrunk the Hermits, and we're inside the ribcage, and we've got to tear out all of the stone that's on the inside of the bones. Don't
Okay.
have to worry about any that's the other side.
So like the skeleton dude's been buried, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yes, and the
Okay.
head is poking out of the.
Is this
top.
so? Is this what we're digging right here?
Yep.
Party
Oh,
time.
really? No?
If
Oh,
there's
we're
any
already
emeralds
starting.
or coal ore, you know, basically
Feel free to
not
keep
only
it, huh?
not only can you keep these amazingly valuable blocks, if anyone needs stone or cobble, I have stupid amounts of it from this project, as you can probably
Well, I think how deep is this going? Is this going to bedrock or?
tell. Nah, it
just-
doesn't. You
it's
can
just
sort of
ribs.
drop down to the bottom if you want to have a look, because the bottom is somewhere down there. In fact,
Tell me
important
this
note-
isn't going into the deep slate layer.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
I'm
my
but
goodness.
the
It
bottom,
doesn't
suddenly
yet.
busy when it gets to deep slate.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
kind of where I was going with that.
Woohoo!
Gotta go.
More
the
power to
bottom
you, buddy.
layer. The bottom layer has a big cave below it, so if you like mine blocks and there's a cave
That's
below, that's where we stop.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
sure.
Cool.
Yeah, that's the bottom is somewhere down there. Does have a bottom. I like the fact that people are putting down torches and then they're just instantly being mined away.
Oh, that happened. Yeah. Yeah. How long is this going to take, right? Because
Hey,
if I
Like
did it
5
stand on
myself,
that.
seconds.
it would be days. But like with 5 of us, it could
Yeah.
be.
It
I
could be
think chat
years.
should take bets.
It
No,
could
no,
be-
I don't
Could be
encourage
years.
gambling. 50 years.
Hermits hindering hermits.
Hindering. Great.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What's the story behind this guy? How did he get here?
No idea.
Did he fall off a
Skeleton in the
beanstalk?
ground, whatever.
Yeah, you could dig up a
Maybe I'll
beanstalk
flesh it out
next.
later on.
Flesh it out. Xisuma humor. Xisuma.
Black concrete is so dark that, like, you know, Tango went into all that effort to make it like far away. You can actually put it pretty close to light sources and other blocks, and you don't really see the edges of it. So you can't tell if it's a flat surface or not. It just looks like black. So
Yeah, it just looks like a black area, pretty much. You can't see much
Yeah.
of it.
that's what the floor's going to be. And like, if you're close to it or
It's
far
the
away,
staircase,
it will
I'm
just
geometry
feel like darkness. Guess what? We did it.
We did.
Ooh, HHH.
Woo!
Joe,
Your
do you need help
reward is
now?
the satisfaction of knowing you helped build this marvel. So y'all are heading to the end and then into the nether, right?
Yeah.
Well, nether than the end, logically speaking.
So I got a question. Is this thing ever going to not be under construction?
Actually, yeah. Right
When?
now.
Oh, we fixed it.
Did you
Problem
take the
solved.
sign down?
I did. I think Wells put that there for some reason, but I don't have any plans to change it.
Hey, B-dubs!
Someone else will have
Hello!
Hello.
You guys are in luck. I brought crystals.
Oh, Joy! This is the best day
Yes.
ever.
That's great for my
Best day
chi.
ever. I will provide crystals. Okay.
Okay.
If you guys let me
Okay.
get some dragon's breath out of this. thing.
Gotcha.
What are the crystals?
Yeah.
What the
Crystals.
crystals for? Bring dragon back. Why is that flaming? Why is that
I
on
was
fire?
supposed to do that,
Okay. Yes, of course.
Yeah, you obviously knew that, didn't you, B-dubs?
obviously.
Yes, of course.
Remember,
Yes,
guys,
yes.
don't kill it until he gets his dragon's breath.
Yeah, that's right. Let me get some breath.
I have no bow, so
Oh.
I'm just
You have no bow. What are you doing here?
We were fixing,
fixing
our
my tools,
tools.
B-dubs. Fixing my
Okay,
tools.
okay. All right.
Oh, the obsidian pillars are back.
Woo! You gotta be double O?
Oh no, there's a
The
dragon!
dragon's here.
Who could have predicted this?
Does the dragon being spawned in make it extra foggy?
It seems like it
think so.
does.
Yeah, it changes the sky temporarily until it's dead.
I didn't
Ah,
know
okay.
that
I
before.
didn't
That's
know
cool.
that.
I'm literally just here chilling at this point.
Boy, what an intense battle.
I know, right?
That's the good stuff.
Teamwork.
Oh
Yay.
yeah.
Oh, Cleo was chilling.
Do you
for
need
too long.
more?
Oh, Cleo.
Wasn't dodging.
No,
Oh,
I'm
no,
probably
Cleo.
set now.
So the dragon just dies now? We're good?
Yeah, let's take it out.
All right. I did it.
Nice.
Dead. Easy.
I have been burning through that blackstone that Tango Tech provided with great alacrity, great speed, great tenacity, but a friend in need is a friend indeed. And so when Tango said on his stream, "Oh no, I'm out of Deepslate. Where could I seek more? From whence might Deepslate pour?" I said to myself, I says, Joe says, I have some Deepslate, and I will try to share it with Tango Tech as a sign of mutual respect. And you know what? We didn't quite fill all 6 of these, but still, I'm pretty pleased. I hope Tango will be too. So let's away. But put the Elytra on first. And then he flew. Hey, I heard that you are looking to adopt a wee baby Shulker.
I am, because I want to make a Shulker box farm. I told myself I was never going to build one ever again. They're pretty difficult to get done. But the more that I play this season, the more that I have to keep going back to the end over and over again. And it's like, yeah, I'm just going to build another one for personal use. So I need one.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm
Can I
happy
see your
to help.
inventory?
Yeah. Well, we've got 2. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna toss you a potion of invisibility, and you can take off your armor and unequip your stuff, because they get a little bit, sensitive.
They get a little feisty. They really do.
Oh yeah.
No, where did you? I seriously looked up and asked.
And then now you can't hear.
Went.
I've got my
I
fork.
see you're trying it. I see it.
Yeah.
I was like, Joe, where did you go? I sincerely panicked. Oh my god.
Not great planning on my part. Yeah, come on up here. So here we've got 2 of them. We started off with just mimic.
No, there's only 1 in there, buddy.
What do you mean? There's 2 different.
No. Okay, I see it. Never mind. I'm totally blind.
Yeah, one of them goes sideways. So basically, what you'd want to do is you'd need to build a rail line to one of them, and then you can just punch a hole in any of these windows here. They're wood. They're easily replaced.
You had mentioned needing diamonds. Do you have any set idea for what you might want for that?
Well, here's the thing, Jeff, is, I want to make sure first and foremost that this little mimic gets a good home, right? So I don't want to take every diamond you have and then you can't afford splash potions of healing or invisibility potions. You got to make sure, you're setting aside enough to care for these wonderful little living creatures.
Yeah. I am the rocket shop man, so I've got more than enough diamonds. I will give you an initial offer of 5 diamond blocks. How does that sound? Do you feel like that's fair, or do you want some more?
You said an initial offer, so that really makes it sound like if I said 7, you're not going to say no to 7.
6 and 7. I think 7 diamond blocks is a pretty fair trade for an overworld Shulker, considering how hard they are to get. I'm more than willing to pay that to save myself the trouble of going to the end and doing it myself, because I'm very lazy. So.
Yeah, I don't blame you. And, I was very lucky that mine, self-duplicated. So this is a boon. I can take these 7 diamond blocks and reinvest it in building a better permanent home than just this temporary glass and wood case.
Yeah. No, that makes total sense. Awesome. Well, I'm not going to get it right now because I'm going to start building the rest of the farm. But it'll probably be gone by later tonight, I think.
Well, you know what? I'm glad to hear that, my little pal is going to have a caring home.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it.
Alrighty, thanks again. As the sun dips below the horizon, I flip my attention here to our most excellent backbox screen. Obviously, there is a lot of work left to do on this device, and we didn't get all the storage stuff built and everything I wanted to do this episode. But you know what? You know what I want to do most? I want to turn this thing on. So let's go ahead and show some footage that I actually filmed with the Total Nuclear Annihilation pinball machine I'm renting. This was designed by Scott Denisi, an incredible pinball designer. I'm renting it from my friend DontPanicFlip. And I'm just so grateful to have so many cool people in my life I've met through the pinball community who have encouraged me, showing me cool ways to film this stuff, showing me cool ways to think about things. I'm excited that this project is going to really stretch my brain creatively from an engineering standpoint, from an artistic standpoint. This is just going to be so cool, and I am so excited about sharing this journey with you all. As we get to the end of the episode here, you may notice it was mid-roll ad-free. Did you catch that? That was thanks to M. Lavis. In lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now recite a haiku of my own devising. The ball rolls toward you. The backbox screen glows wildly. Focus on the ball. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.